Moses fasted 40 days and came down from the mountain glowing so bright people couldn't look at his face. Jesus fasted 40 days and immediately started performing miracles. Daniel fasted 21 days and received visions of the future. Meanwhile, most Christians can't skip breakfast without getting cranky. There are facts about fasting that will completely change how you see this ancient practice. Fact 1. Biblical fasting always had a purpose. Every biblical fast had a specific goal, never just random hunger. Ezra fasted to seek God's protection during a dangerous journey. Nehemiah fasted when he heard Jerusalem's walls were broken. Queen Esther fasted before risking her life to save the Jewish people. The disciples asked Jesus why they couldn't cast out a particular demon, and Jesus said, "This kind only comes out by prayer and fasting." Some spiritual battles require more than just asking nicely. They need the spiritual intensity that only fasting brings. Here's what's interesting. Fasting wasn't punishment or showing off. It was strategic warfare against problems that normal methods couldn't solve. Fact 2. There are different types of biblical fasts. The absolute fast means no food or drink at all. Esther did this for 3 days, which is basically the maximum humans can survive without becoming seriously dehydrated. Don't try this at home unless God specifically tells you to risk your life. The normal fast means no food, but you can drink beverages. This is what Jesus did for 40 days in the wilderness. Most biblical fasts were this type because people still needed to function in daily life. The Daniel fast means you only eat vegetables and drink plain beverages. Daniel did this for 21 days and came out healthier and smarter than everyone eating the king's rich food. This is probably the safest fast for beginners who don't want to pass out at work. The partial fast means giving up specific foods or meals. Some people skip breakfast, others avoid meat or sweets. It's like training wheels for fasting. You get spiritual benefits without feeling like you're dying. The John the Baptist diet was locusts and honey. We don't recommend this one unless you enjoy crunching on bugs. Fact 3. Fasting does strange things to your body and mind. After about 12 hours without food, your body starts burning stored fat for energy. This is called ketosis, and it actually makes your brain work better. That's why many people get clearer thinking and better focus when fasting. Day 2 is usually the worst. Your stomach thinks you've forgotten how to eat and starts making sounds like an angry bear. This is normal and temporary. By day 3, something interesting happens. The hunger pangs often disappear completely. Your body realizes you're serious about this and switches to survival mode. Many people report feeling more alert and energetic than before they started. Extended fasting also increases growth hormone production and helps repair damaged cells. Scientists are discovering that controlled fasting might actually slow down aging, so biblical fasting wasn't just spiritually smart, it was physically beneficial too. But here's the weird part. Fasting makes you more sensitive to spiritual things. Prayers feel more powerful, Bible reading becomes clearer, and you notice God's presence more easily. Fact 4. Jesus gave specific instructions about fasting. Jesus said, "When you fast, not if you fast." He expected his followers to fast regularly, just like they prayed and gave to charity. But he warned against fasting like the Pharisees, who made sure everyone knew they were suffering for God. They would mess up their hair, put on sad faces, and basically announce their spiritual superiority through public misery. Jesus said to wash your face, comb your hair, and act normal when fasting. The goal isn't to impress people, it's to focus on God without distractions. If you're fasting for social media likes, you're doing it wrong. He also promised that God sees secret fasting and rewards it openly. This means private sacrifice leads to public breakthrough. Fact 5. Modern Christians fast wrong. Many people treat fasting like a spiritual diet plan. They fast to lose weight and hope God blesses it. That's backwards. Biblical fasting sacrifices physical comfort for spiritual breakthrough. Others fast without purpose. They skip meals because someone said they should, but they don't know what they're fasting for. That's like shooting arrows without aiming at a target. Some Christians fast once and expect instant miracles. Daniel fasted 21 days before receiving his vision. Persistence matters more than perfection. The biggest mistake is fasting without prayer. Food restriction alone isn't biblical fasting, it's just hunger. The power comes from using meal times to seek God instead of feeding your body. Keep watching because the next facts reveal why fasting works and what actually happens in the spiritual realm when you stop eating. Fact 6. Fasting breaks spiritual strongholds. When you fast, you're basically telling your flesh, you're not in charge here. This creates spiritual authority that demons can't ignore. They hate it when Christians choose spiritual hunger over physical comfort. Fasting also breaks the power of habitual sin. If you can control your appetite, one of the strongest human drives, you can control other areas of weakness too. That's why fasting often leads to freedom from addictions and bad habits. The early church fasted before making major decisions, ordaining leaders and sending out missionaries. They understood that fasting clears spiritual interference and helps you hear God's voice more clearly. Fact 7. There are medical benefits that prove biblical wisdom. Scientists now know that intermittent fasting reduces inflammation, improves heart health, and may prevent cancer. The Bible recommended fasting thousands of years before doctors understood why it worked. Fasting also resets your taste buds and breaks food addictions. After a proper fast, natural foods taste amazing, and processed junk loses its appeal. Many people report better sleep, clearer skin, and increased energy after fasting. God designed our bodies to benefit from periodic rest, just like He designed a weekly Sabbath. Fact 8. How to fast safely and effectively starts small. Skip one meal and spend that time praying instead of eating. Work up to longer fasts gradually. Drink plenty of pure beverages during normal fasts. Break extended fasts slowly with light foods like fruit or soup. Most importantly, fast with purpose. Decide what you're seeking God for before you start, and don't give up until you get an answer. Every major revival in church history started with fasting. Every breakthrough prophet practiced regular fasting. Every spiritual warrior understood this secret weapon. The question is, what breakthrough are you missing because you haven't learned to fast properly? What do you think would happen if more Christians actually practiced biblical fasting? Comment below and subscribe for more biblical truths that could change your spiritual life forever.